Hello, welcome to Rough Cut Film Review. This is a review of The Place Beyond the Pines, which has just left the cinemas quite recently. It's directed by Derek Cianfrance, which I've definitely pronounced wrong. I've not heard of him before, and I don't recognise any of his previous works, but apparently he's an avant-garde director from Colorado, which may cause concern, but actually it probably shouldn't. Of course, we all know that avant-garde is advanced garde, and it's that sort of, pushing boundaries and new things, and we all know that. That's what avant-garde is. But there is actually sort of a touch of the sort of Terrence Malick in this film, but it is perfectly easy to follow. Place Beyond the Pines. It stars Ryan Gosling, though not as much actually as the trailers had me believe. There's Eva Mendes in there, Bradley Cooper, and Ray Liotta turns up for a little bit. Gosling stars as the outlaw character. He's doing his simmering power masculinity thing he did so well in Drive, but here his character is darker and a lot less lovable. About halfway through the film actually flips from focusing on Ryan Gosling's rebel character and switches to Bradley Cooper's rookie cop. Bradley Cooper is another interesting actor, actually. He's done what I like to call a Matthew McConaughey recently, and he's gone from making dross like the A-Team to being really good and likeable in Silver Linings Playbook, which I really liked. Here his character is actually really interesting. He's a lawyer turned cop. He's also a family man, but he was a lawyer. He became a policeman because he wanted to make a difference, and that's what he wanted to do with his life. But his ambition overrides his concerns for his relationships within the police department, for the chief. I think they call them chiefs, don't they? Master Chief, the chap in charge. And actually it presents a rather interesting ethical puzzle between himself and some other cops and a recent widow. It's interesting stuff, and a couple of kids as well. It's sort of a moral seesaw of a film, really, in that Ryan Gosling is sitting on the front side of the film, and then Bradley Cooper's character, the policeman, is sitting on the second side. So it's sort of like the first half we get mostly Ryan Gosling, second half we get Bradley Cooper, and there's actually very little screen time where they're actually on screen together. The film goes off in a really unexpected direction for me, actually, to The Place Beyond the Pines, as we can see. We end up with very much the Sins of the Fathers type stuff, and how things come in circles, that kind of thing. It's not bad, but I was expecting a crime caper featuring Ryan Gosling, and that's really only half the story here. It's got some pacing problems, it's too long, I wasn't interested in all of it, if I'm completely honest. Parts of it don't really work, but it's not a bad film at all. The performances were all really good, except for Ray Liotta. I didn't like Ray Liotta in this. He was just Ray Liotta as a policeman. Could have been one of his criminal performances. It was Ray Liotta being Ray Liotta, and some stuff I do like Ray Liotta in. I've got to stop saying Ray Liotta now. So Place Beyond the Pines, it is a recommendation, but it's good, but not great. The direction was good, actually. I like the direction. It was that modern style, which is taking a lot from exploitation cinema of the sort of 80s. I liked it. Kind regards, Christopher Thomas.